And I'm joined today by Colin Smith, the leader of Bromley Council, and I think we may have a little bit of progress.
We have, Nigel. Very, very good news indeed. The judge who's reviewed the case has agreed that two of the points we've raised are substantive and that he wants to take a closer look at them, and that he has granted us a judicial review which will go forward to be heard hopefully in July. So good news.
So 29th of August is when this change is due to come in. Something like 700,000 vehicles on the edges of Greater London that would not be compliant. And a judicial review basically assesses whether the law gives Khan and TfL the power to go above your head as the elected leader of Bromley Council. Is that really the nub of what this is about?
Yeah, absolutely, Nigel. The nub of this is the Mayor believes he has the power to install his ULEZ across the entire 32 boroughs, effectively out to the M25. We believe that he's exceeded his powers under the 1999 Act. We also believe that he hasn't consulted around the perimeter in terms of the scheme for making good replacing non-compliant vehicles in places like Kent and Surrey. So, yeah, today, great news. We're really encouraged. Now, obviously, we need to hone our arguments to ensure that we present them as well as possible to the judge. You're
not a lawyer, Colin Smith, but do you actually sincerely, and you've obviously taken legal advice on all of this, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it, do you genuinely, in your heart of hearts, believe there's a chance you can win this case?
Yes, we do. We've obviously hoped so. The judge, law, as you say, I'm no expert. My fellow leaders are no experts, but we have hired KC advice, top KC advice. He advises us that we've got a case, and it's a really viable case with prospects. So we fight, and we fight to win.
The Mayor's office have responded to this first legal hurdle being cleared, and they're not backing down one little inch. Indeed, they say this is all about saving lives. Indeed, they say that up to 4,000 people a year are dying because of traffic fumes in London, and that basically, Colin Smith, you don't really give a damn about the health of people in the capital.
Well, it's palpable nonsense, isn't it? We've established already that it doesn't cause 4,000 deaths. His use of the figures is frankly flaky. Bromley has an elderly population, which is why a lot of people die in Bromley compared to other places. He hasn't taken account of the fact that Bromley has the cleanest air in London, apart from Havering, marginally behind. He hasn't taken account of the number of care homes in boroughs. All in all, he hasn't even taken account of his own advice, which tells him even if he installs this scheme, it will make virtually zero difference to the quality of air in outer London, which is why the 4 boroughs plus Surrey are going to fight this as hard as we can all the way.
Tough one for you. If Khan was to win and these cameras were installed, and one of the objections I'm getting isn't just that it'll cost £12.50 for non-compliant cars, or a nurse on night shift going, over and back either side of midnight, 25 quid. Quite a strong feeling that it's a growth of the surveillance state, that it's all going a little bit too far, and people talking very openly about direct action. And we've seen direct action already against some of the early cameras that have been installed. Some putting cardboard boxes over them, others taking more extreme action. What would you say to those people who, if we get to the point where on the outskirts of Bromley Borough these cameras are installed and active from the 29th of August, what should they do?
Nigel, what I would say as an elected Democrat is I cannot condone violence to the cameras, damage to the cameras. Mr. Khan has been warned repeatedly that a lot of people are frightened, a lot of people are upset, they're angry about being ignored, they're angry because their jobs, their care networks, their very livelihoods are at risk. And unfortunately, we're seeing that manifest itself on the street. So no one wants to see that. And it's yet another reason why we would urge the Mayor, even at this late stage, to just take a look at the facts, that this is a money-raising scam in preparation for the introducing of road price charging.
Absolutely.
And he needs to stop.
Absolutely. I talked about that last night. That's what they all really want to do. Colin Smith, thank you very much indeed, and well done on getting over this first hurdle.